Some very tragic news also coming in about an Indian Air Force aircraft crashing near Gujarat's Kutch earlier this morning. The aircraft, a Jaguar jet, was on a routine training mission when it crashed around 10:30 in the morning. And these are the visuals of the debris. The pilot, Air Commodore Sanjay Chauhan, tragically succumbed to his injuries during this crash. Now, what we hear is that investigation has been called in. That's going to be headed by a colonel who has been ordered to investigate the cause of this accident and just what led to the crash and what just happened to this aircraft that was on a routine training mission. Sudhi Ranjan Sen joins us for more. Sudhi, any more details about the possible cause behind this crash? Can you give us an update on the investigations as well?
Well, I mean, the Court of Inquiry or the COI, that's already been ordered. It will go into the aspects of, what was the maintenance, so to say, routine or maintenance that the aircraft had gone through, whether it had, reported any kind of malfunction earlier, the kind of flying it's done, and also the details of the pilot. Mind you, the pilot was air officer commanding the Jamnagar Air Base, Commodore Sanjay Chauhan. From what I'm getting to hear, he was also a test pilot. That is, people who test aircrafts, people who are considered to be the best of the best within the Indian Air Force. He was a test pilot and he took off from the Jamnagar Air Base. And shortly after that, the aircraft came down. Not yet clear whether there were any mayday calls or whether the pilot had time to eject. These are, of course, details that the Court of Inquiry will go into. But yes, the Jaguar aircraft has a good history of safety. It is one of the better aircrafts that the Indian Air Force has. And it is also going through midlife upgrade. And therefore, avionics, major components of the aircraft are all being changed to increase the lifespan of these fighters.
Right. Consulting editor, India Today, Shiv Arur is also with us. Shiv, it's very strange and quite baffling that this aircraft, which was on a routine training mission, ended up in this crash, and unfortunately the pilot who Sudhi was just telling us was an experienced test pilot tragically lost his life. What's the latest that you're hearing on this Jaguar aircraft crash?
Avantika, it was an Air Commodore, Sanjay Chauhan, who actually lost his life. He's a very senior pilot. He was on the base at Jamnagar flying this plane. So this wasn't a training mission. This was, in fact, just a senior pilot taking the aircraft up for a spin, as senior pilots tend to do. Remember that senior pilots aren't required to, notch up flying hours like junior pilots and young pilots are expected to do. But pilots have a passion for flying. This was one of those flights, and this tragically has taken place. It's a huge blow to the Air Force because, like Shri was rightly saying, the Jaguar has a comparatively better safety record. It's an aircraft that has been continuously upgraded. New versions of it are being built even as we speak by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited in Bengaluru. It's an aircraft that is awaiting, a replacement of its twin engines as well to make it a more powerful aircraft. It is India's primary, precision strike aircraft. It's a low-level precision strike aircraft. It has participated in, conflicts before. So it's extremely, extremely worrying and sad that a crash of this type has taken place.
It's also an aging fleet. I mean, I understand that, the modernization, upgradation is taking place to increase their service life. Do we have any more details about this particular plane? Was it part of the upgradation efforts to infuse a new lease of life into it?
Not clear at the moment. Good question, Avantika. But what we do know is that all of the Jaguars that are currently active in operational service of the Air Force are from among the aircraft that have been upgraded along the way. None of these are of the old stock that was acquired in the 1980s. So all of these at various points upgraded with new equipment at some time or the other. Now, specifically which batch this is from, it is not clear. And as you well know, Avantika, a court of inquiry has been ordered, and these are enormously complex exercises in figuring out precisely what may have happened, because this crash took place shortly after takeoff, which is a very critical time for an aircraft. And therefore, it's going to be a few weeks at least before they find out what may have happened. And the loss of the pilot's life was a huge, huge psychological body blow.
Oh, absolutely. Shri Randan Sen and Shivarur, thank you both for joining us. A court of inquiry into the crash has already been ordered by the Air Headquarters to investigate the cause of the crash. I also, a short while back, got a chance to speak to retired Wing Commander Praful Bakshi. Let's listen in.
It's the most unfortunate news which we have get about the fighter aircraft crashing Jaguar. And for full-fledged crash inquiry will take place. There will be accident investigating team. There's an independent accident investigation board will also go. And there will be a court of inquiry team which will go. They will give their separate reasons. When they go to the crash site, the complete debris is collected. They check up the debris. They study the spread of the debris. That can tell you at which angle the aircraft has hit the ground. So there can be a number of reasons why it happens.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.